Good morning, guys. We do have a chill in the air, especially across the upper Midwest, where we do have frost advisories and freeze warnings in effect, including Wisconsin back into Minnesota. Temperatures close to that freezing point. Duluth, 34 degrees. Detroit's at 40. Buffalo's at 46. So it certainly is chilly. And this afternoon, high temperatures will be running about 5 to 15 degrees below average. Marquette, 42 degrees for a high temperature. Chicago only in the upper 50s. Detroit and Buffalo only in the mid 50s for high temperatures this afternoon. That's a look at the weather across the country. We'll get to your local forecast in the next 30 seconds. Kids want to get involved, and it's like, all right, this is already taking a long time.
I want to beep it. She got to do two. Yeah. I only got one.
I know. Speed this up a little bit. I get it. Yep. All right, we've got quite the storm system. It's an area of low pressure sitting to the north of the Great Lakes, and look at how it's just swirling around this moisture. If it was any colder down through Michigan and into upstate New York, this could be a lake effect snow event, but it is just rain. But it's a lake effect rain type event because those winds are crossing over the water, and it is bringing some of that moisture down. So that is why we are seeing some of that rain that's just going to stream in those areas for the next several hours, and we could end up with about 1 to 2 inches of rain in some of those spots, especially between Buffalo and Erie, where we could see about 4 inches of rain possible. Elsewhere across the country, it's chilly across the Northeast, back through the upper plains and back through the Midwest, but it's above average back behind that front, back through the Rockies, temperatures in the 70s and 80s. That's a look at the weather across the country. Now here's a peek out your window. Good morning again, everyone. We've got that fall feeling in the air across the upper Midwest. Temperatures only in the 50s for a lot of folks back into Chicago, only in the 50s. It's sunny and chilly in the Northeast, too. Looks good down along the Gulf Coast. Temperatures today in the 80s with lots of sunshine. A little unsettled out in the West Coast with a series of cold fronts moving in. That will keep some showers around from Washington, Oregon, and into northwestern California. That's a look at the weather across the country. Now here's a peek out your window.
Very unique group of fans then flew across the country. Even as I read it, I didn't believe it. I'm like, you were there, and now you're here. Good morning so much.
All right, still ahead. Brian is here to guide us.
On The Voice, that means you are pulling double duty.
Yes, it is a double duty kind of day. So let's get to it and start with Bruce Springsteen this morning. Last month, the Grammy winner revealed he was undergoing treatment for peptic ulcer disease and postponed all concerts for the rest of the year to see the boss back on the mend and back on the stage, right? All right, next up, the Foo Fighters. Over the weekend, the Rock and Roll Hall of Famers hit the stage. Now she can check off rock.
Yeah. She's a redhead.
I love coming into it. I know. I loved it. All right, next up, Barbra Streisand. Who remembers the Grammy winner and Robert Redford starring together in the 1973 classic, The Way We Were?
That's cool.
Streisand's memoir, My Name is Barbara, comes out next month. I love all the backstories. Yeah. And when you're calling Robert Redford Bob, you know it's the inside scoop, right? All right, next up, Renee Rapp. The rising pop star has had a busy, right?
Just J Hud singing with
They didn't have to stand up. You're right. They're sitting.
They're sitting like
Dylan,
this.
maybe we should try that at night. Let's just sit and sing.
Harmonize.
Yeah.
Please don't do that. Please don't try that.
So
You could be like to Craig, I love you, I love you, love.
You've got a nice voice, too.
it's true.
You do.
You actually can sing. No, not anymore.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right,
back to
moving on.
Oh, this is a good one. I saw this one.
This one is good. Finally, Will Ferrell, the actor, is taking on a new role.
It was a good pop star. Thank you. Up next,
I wrote it myself.
Dr. Azar.
I love you.
Dr. Azar is here. She's not going to be singing on NBC.
I love
Here on the third hour of today. It's called Know Your Words.
My mom used to tell me that when I was little. No, you say use words.
Know your words. So we're going to help you take control of your money by breaking down some personal finance terms that are frequently used but often misunderstood. And here to do that, NBC News business.
Investor look.
I like that.
Go for it. Yeah, that was
I like recession because we use those words a lot. I don't know if everyone knows what they mean, but how are they related? How are they connected?
Yeah, well, for the last year and a half, we've been hearing inflation, inflation, inflation. Well, inflation is a noun and it refers to the rate at which prices change. So usually going upwards, right? If it was the opposite direction, it'd be called deflation. And a lot of people have been experiencing this at the store, right? The pace of price increasing, that it's going to lead us into a recession. And a recession is defined as a period of economic downturn. Economic activity in the country slows down.
How many consecutive quarters for a recession?
2. But it's important to note the National Bureau. So these are also big buzzy words too. And, you know, if you have a personal finance advisor, these are things you've probably talked about as well. Assets or anything that you own of economic value. So think about your home, your car, other things like that. It could be things you have in your house, your personal loan, a mortgage, a car loan. Those are things that obviously you owe to the bank or you owe to somebody else. So when we talk about net worth, how much are you worth? How much is your household worth? It's basically
not.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's relevant for debt, right? So when we talk about interest, we often think about, okay, well, how much do you owe when you take a mortgage out? Right now, rates are 7%. But we also have to remember interest works in your favor as well. If you're putting money interest and then interest compounds on that. But it
Okay.
works the same way with debt as well. So if you're borrowing money on a credit card, for example, well, that debt accumulates. If you don't make your payments, you get interest deducted for
Bonds.
Yeah, well, as a reminder, I mean, stocks are things that you can have a portfolio with. You can trade on a certain company. I like this company. I want to buy the stock. So again, it's shares of a company, and you can have a stake in that company. You get dividends in some cases by investing in it through a brokerage, for example, which you can do even on your phone these days. U.S. bonds you can buy in the government. You can also get bonds from a company as well. That is structured a little bit differently. Basically, you'll give a loan to the company, or when you buy a U.S. bond, you're basically giving.
Great segment,
Thank you,
Brian.
Professor.
John, we like
great.
that.
Yes,
Know
thank you
your
so much.
words.
All right, coming up just ahead, our series Pink Power. We are going to this growing social club where young people gather to play a game that's been around for, about 200 years. NBC News Now anchor Joe Fryer got a crash course in Mahjong.
Yeah, and they are pretty New York.
I love
I have
that.
so many questions. I'm like, so wait, where do you draw from, and what's the goal here? And I love playing games. I think
if you like playing games, the day before at home, which was hilarious. It did not go to one of the
They'll teach.
Halloween treat. The We're back with another edition of This Is Today. This is where we highlight some of the top stories on today.com, and you can read them as well and weigh in by scanning that QR code that's just below Dylan right there on your screen. Here to tell us a little bit more today,
Keep it young.
Let's start with this special guest here in the studio because
Is our special guest of the day. The internet is going wild over this 8
What is
Cowboy
that?
candy. So if you're from Texas, apparently you might be familiar with this already, but it's essentially like a sugared sliced jalapeno
Gotta try
to
it.
cookies. I'm gonna let you guys try this sweet and salty
a lot of
snack.
jalapenos.
But everyone,
So now, what's your jalapeno?
Okay.
Like
you just eat it as like a little snack, and it's sweet and salty, and it's like taking over TikTok right now.
the internet,
I need to review.
the internet is so stupid. Like this.
Headline right there.
One
Well,
more thing.
You like
is it actually good? Is that the question?
No, it's good.
What's that?
Good. We say yes.
Craig's not a fan, but everyone,
just-
but Dylan and Chanel are into it.
People doing too
Wow.
much.
All right.
But apparently you can just have it as a snack on cream cheese and it's delicious.
So good. So good. All right. So, well, I know usually in Today we cover all things digital,
Yes.
but a lot put you in the middle.
What song will we sing?
Love you, love you, love.
What song will we sing?
We're singing that song.
No, we can't sing that song. Give us another song. Give us something easier.
He said not
know.
Beyonce.
Oh, we're out of time.
Be like that girl.
Ariana, thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for bringing us all the weird stuff.
Always. Yeah.
For more, it's today.com. Also, sign up for our This Is Today newsletter. You can get more weird stuff as well by scanning that QR code that's right under Dylan. You'll get the latest news in your email every morning.
You're still eating it, so clearly you
No,
guys
I
both
took the
like it.
jalapenos
like
off.
it.
It's good. All right, when we come back, it is Start Today. We are going to training hard for the New York City Marathon, which includes exercises for mobility and strength.
And this morning we get to try some of these. Joining us is friends that can help today.
Okay, there we go.
Yes.
Hi, friends.
Come on in.
Yes.
Okay. So you can show, I guess there are 3 moves for us?
Yeah, so we're
Okay,
going to
let's
start
do it.
with the one that you did for your forward lean and
Okay.
quick cadence.
Yep.
And so you're actually going to team up with Pia here. She's going to be your
that's
little
right.
demo.
We did have a partner. Okay.
Yes, and then you two together, you two together. So normally this would be done against a wall, a pole, or whatever.
Okay.
But if you want to lean into
I can't remember what I
Pia,
do.
So lean straight
Oh, on
into
your
the wall.
shoulders. Is
Straight
this
into
the
the
shoulder
wall.
thing? Is this the this?
Yes, this thing.
Okay.
So this is a forward lean with
I think it
quick
should be the
cadence.
other way around.
So bring one leg up. Bring one leg up if you're about to
Like
run. Yes. And then as soon as it touches the ground, you want to pop back up really quickly.
Like really quick.
So forward lean with a quick cadence. Just one leg at a time. So we've got one. Hey,
Wait.
watch Chanel. Yes.
Oh,
Yes. Perfect. So we're working.
we're dressed for work.
Yes. And then that quick cadence. So as soon as that
You know what
foot is
helps when
touching
you're
the
running?
ground.
You remember to like pick up. It's like the floor is lava. Like it
Yes,
helps
the
to pick up
floor
your
is
feet.
lava.
game.
As soon as that
All right,
foot
what's another
touches
one?
the ground, we want to pop up. So
My
this
face,
one,
you just said
the next
okay.
one is for your hips. You don't need a partner.
Oh.
I know, but so for opening up your hips, especially if you're sitting at work all day and then going to run.
Yeah.
So this one we like to call table toppers. So bringing one leg up and then you're grabbing your show opens right up.
good one.
So that's a good one to do before every run. And then the last one, pogo hops, super simple, legs shoulder width apart. And then again with that quick feet, go ahead and let the heels touch the ground. Yes. We want quick like the ground is lava.
Okay, wait, one more. This is like.
Talking about some of the marathon snacks.
You want me to try one of these?
/start today from
Just stay on
Create
top of
Inspiration. We'll be right back. Third hour of Today.
Woo!
Tomorrow, Reba McEntire's here. Say goodbye to Lewis.
Bye, Lewis.